Ready?
Boys and girls, we got a good one today. And it is the spooky season movie marathon, day 29. And I told you I had a feeling it was gonna get good. Today, we watched Possessor.
You have a very special nature. One we've worked hard together to unlock.
Possessor is about a futuristic company who has turned assassination into quite an operation. Assassination through digital possession. They've monetized murder by digitally sending their hired hitmen into the mind, psyche, soul, and body of a victim. A victim with which they then use to get close to and eradicate their true intended target.
Hi, darling.
How was your trip?
Dull. Extraordinarily dull.
Our lead character, this company's golden girl assassin, and her latest victim, and how their tenuous connection starts to break. First off, Brandon Cronenberg, son of one of my favorite filmmakers, David Cronenberg. You know, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, now does it? And in this regard, thank God.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chatana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want to say?
This might be my favorite movie of the month. I don't know if in the next 2 days we're gonna get any better than this movie right here. Let's get into why it's so incredible. Andrea Riseborough, you and Toni Collette need to stop being so good at your jobs. You are taking these directors' visions and making them even more visceral and real and empathetic and brilliant.
Don't you swear at me, you little shit! Don't you ever raise your voice at me! I am your mother!
The actor who plays our lead, I can't even remember this guy's name, is incredible. The way these actors play multiple psyches, the wrestling match of the mind, is awesome. This movie would not have worked without solid performances, and you got them here. This script, it is a brilliantly thrilling, deep sci-fi character study.
It's become a danger.
Where is she? Come out or I'll do it!
And it pulls it all off. Lo and behold, it is of course also written by Brandon Cronenberg. He's saying a lot of things with this film. All of them I can't even touch on here, but what you give your soul up to, whether through willingness or unwillingness, how our society feels about ownership and privacy. And I think we should probably get into why this movie is such a gorgeous example of personality behind the camera.
All right. Interface is active and we're at full power. This might be a bit of a rough jump.
I've never seen such creativity and ingenious use of tried and true methods of cinema here. It is absolutely inspiring. Camera work, special effects, cinematography, lighting, framing. It's like Panos Cosmatos got into bed with Friedkin and David Cronenberg was watching. I mean, I can't stress how creative this movie is. The technical aspects of this film are nothing short of perfection. He just utilizes these techniques in such a unique and special way that all drives this movie forward, that simple yellow light leaks make you, oh, what's going on? Oh, it's very telling. It's very representative of the struggle within the mind of these two characters as they inhabit each other. And so the visual representation of that is absolutely breathtaking. I just kept having my mind blown by simple color meeting framing meeting effect. And I haven't felt that since watching Mandy. It's such a unique vision. And we say that about a lot of movies every year, and rarely does it actually happen. And this is one of those movies. It's like a something you've never seen before, with such an interesting plot. Sci-fi assassins with computerized possession for the perfect kill. When's the last time you've seen a great science fiction horror movie that doesn't involve a giant alien or interdimensional creature? I'm struggling to think of it.
Are you kidding me?
This movie gets under your skin with sheer force of creative will. And if you didn't know, David Cronenberg, his father, is famous for body horror. He is a pioneer in that subgenre. He's just a brilliant filmmaker who uses that kind of visceral visual to tell interesting metaphors and stories. You know, it's not exploitative for Cronenberg. It's not to make teens go, ugh. It's to drive the point home and to freak you out while telling you more of a story. And Brandon has picked that up just perfectly from his dad, because all of this gore, and there is a lot. These are some of the most visceral and haunting murder scenes I've seen. His use of these practical effects is so focused and purposeful and specific. It could be a flash and it's used right, or it could be achingly long with the gore and it's used right. So this is a movie that has almost no faults to me. It's a treat when you get to see movies like this, and you don't get to experience this kind of unique horror often. It's a completely, utterly unique vision unto itself that just inspires me. You know, it's an inspiring kind of dread and darkness and macabre, you know? It's so expressive and I hate the word, but artistic. It just is. I cannot recommend this movie enough. I really, really hope you find it and give it a chance, because I will wager you've never seen anything like it before.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tonight, a murder-suicide investigation in Georgia, leaving a distraught family with more questions than answers. The brothers, weeks away from their 20th birthday, each found with gunshot wounds, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation, which says their preliminary investigation reveals the death to be a murder-suicide.
State now surprise police are investigating a murder-suicide near Waddell and Saraville Avenues. Officers say they responded to a domestic dispute and found 2 bodies inside that house. They have not identified those people just yet.
As neighbors tried to make sense of Monday's deadly violence.
Shocked, devastated. This is a quiet community. Nothing like this usually happens around here. It's pretty quiet.
Investigators call it a murder-suicide. Studies show in cases of murder-suicide involving married couples, it is rare for the woman to be the killer.